Betsy Budziak, and I do quality control for a cosmetic company. And my two children are Matthew Budziak, who's 5 years old, and Delphina Budziak, who's 2 years old.
And I'm Peter Budziak, and I work for Rogers, and I work in the graphics delivery department. Neither of us were organ donors before. We hadn't even signed up to be organ donors. We didn't, like I said, we didn't know anything about being an organ donor whatsoever.
I was lucky enough that I was able to become her living donor, but we've met other families at Sick Kids that are in need of an organ transplant, and they're not as fortunate. That living donor is not an option, and then they have no choice but to wait for the deceased donor program that is available in Ontario.
But to be a deceased donor is almost a no-brainer because your organs literally go in the garbage when you pass away. So it's either they can go in the garbage or they can go to somebody who really needs it.
So in that respect, I feel like it was made that much more emphatically important when we learned about other families that, you know what, you have no choice but to wait. Delphina was fortunate enough that like I said, it was an option for living or deceased, whereas a lot of families are not. They do not have that option. One of the most things that the hospital stressed was that they do not put the actual patient in any sort of non-necessary danger. So for the misconception or false truth of pulling the plug just so that someone can come in and hone in on those organs for someone else is just absolutely not just false but ridiculous. Fast forward to today, and Delphina's very healthy, thriving, and I'm so glad that I was able to do it. But I think because not only I saved her life and she saved mine, not to mention that she's my daughter, but I think it did definitely bring us closer together. We just cherish each other that much more.